What's up, gang? Richie, Six String Fun. How are you doing? Look, we're going to get into something that, to me, looked good on paper to do. Whether or not this is going to work well, I don't know. We're going to find out here. But we're going to dive into the Rush catalog off of the Grace Under Pressure album. And we're going to take a look at the Enemy Within, kind of arranged for the acoustic guitar. I was listening to it, and I thought, you could probably strip it down. And actually, on paper, I got my chord charts here. It works, and I've played along to it, and it's not terrible, but something different. So if you want to add a little Rush to your, we're talking deep cuts. This isn't the type of stuff you typically would hear on the radio. So we're going to go with the Enemy Within off of the Grace Under Pressure album from '84, and we'll see how it sounds. So, and I mean, we're kind of all over the place with some of these. I wouldn't say all over the place, but I'm kind of taking some liberties as well with these chords just to kind of make it fit what we're doing here. So if it doesn't sound exact, that's probably why. But I'm going to have some fun with it. There's nothing crazy as far as the chords, but I think it'll be recognizable. It should be anyway. So let's get into this one, The Enemy Within from Rush. And again, if you haven't done so, please, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Every time something new comes out, you'll get notified of the tunes, or the lessons. So let's get into this one, The Enemy Within. All right, gang, let's get into this one. The Enemy Within by Rush for acoustic guitar arrangement. This will be an interesting ride here. I think it's doable. I think you'll hear it. I think it's just kind of fun to play. If you're doing solo acoustic stuff, I don't know if this is ideal for a set list, but hey, you've got that. You never know, that one time someone yells out, hey, play something by Rush off the Grace Under Pressure album. Hey, I got something for you. So if you want to pause it, there's my chord chart. If it makes any sense to you, it barely makes sense to me because I did it a couple days ago. We're going to see if this actually works. But if not, I gave it a try. So there, it comes in the band is on basically on one, right? Is that exact? No, because I know there's. I don't even have the. And I don't even know the arpeggiated part. That's how, because I never got it deep into the song. That's why I'm doing acoustic. But I believe the chords that you're playing underneath some of that arpeggiated stuff is a B minor to a D to an E minor to an A sus4. You're going to play it again. B minor to a D. There's this funky E minor. So what I'm doing, it's still an E minor, I think. I'm going to go E minor, and you can just keep on that E minor if you like. But I'm bringing my ring finger down to that F sharp. That first string, second fret, to an A. So I'll put it all together. That first 2 bars, whatever it is. Or the first 2 measures, I guess. Repeat, sort of. And I screwed it up right. So let's try it again. From the top. Repeat it. All right, so that's kind of how that goes. And then we're going to kind of get into that rhythm. All that is B minor, G, and A. If you've seen the video from Toronto, '84, I guess it's like the official Grace Under Pressure release. I know it came in at one point. It was Rush replay times 3 or something like that. I don't know, but you could see Lifeson playing the bar chord. And it's a B minor here to the G, 3rd fret, A of the 5th fret, and then get that B minors on the 7th fret. But we're keeping it kind of acoustic here, so we're going to just keep it up here in these positions. Suspicious looking stranger, that you a dangerous friend. So I'm not going to sing the whole thing because I'm not Geddy Lee and I can't hit that register. So I can't hit any register. But B minor to the G to the A. For the most part, that's your verse. So it's a B minor, and I'm playing more like a G5. So I'm catching that bass line right there, that bass note, and I'm just giving a quick bar chord. So I'm not really playing full chords there. And you can hear me kind of getting some percussion in the tune. And then you throw the chords in there. So that could be the toughest part of the song if you're not really into that, but it does give it the movement that you need, okay? So that's the verse. The chorus, similar chords, we're gonna go to a B minor. And you hold that B minor for like a bar and a half. So it's, I'm not giving under pressure. So it's a B minor to the D. Now I bar this A chord here because I have to then catch the C sharp on the 5th fret of the 4th string. The only way I can do it is if I sing it, so bear with me. I'm not giving it under pressure. I'm not missing out. I'm not giving up. And then again, I got the timing wrong, but those are the chords. Experience to extremes, that part, you go back to the B minor, G and A. Watch your dynamics, so change it up just to kind of make it sound like it's bigger than it really is. And if you're comfortable with the bar chords, you know, play up here, play some of the fills up here. All right, but that's kind of what we're looking at here. So we go back into the verse, we got the chorus again, and then we're going to go into the bridge, if you want to call it that, maybe just a breakdown. And it's the same progression we had in the intro. To you, is it movement or is it action? Is it contact, just reaction and resistance? I keep missing that D chord. Try it again, but that's the bridge. To you, is it movement or is it action? Is it contact or just reaction and just resist? So it's going to continue, right? A little more to go on through the distance, and then I'm not. And the chorus is going to kind of take it out, but and then the outro itself, as we're hey hey hey. G, and that's how you take it out. And then you can look, if you're really going to play this live, kind of just find what works for you and make it happen. But those are the chords for this tune. I hope it helped you out because this is really a stretch, I think, when you look at some of the Rush tunes out there and try to break this down on the acoustic guitar. Again, don't know if it's really ideal for like jamming, but if you got a backyard barbecue and you got some Rush folks and you play this one, you're going to make some friends quick, especially if you got a tip jar there, I think. So these are the basic chords. Really, I'm just stripping it down. I'm just taking the basic elements of this tune and we're just writing it out. So there's no keyboard, there's no solos. Timing is what you make of it because you're on the acoustic guitar. You make it whatever you want. You don't have to worry about the drummer and the beat. You're doing this on your own. So, but I do think it'd be a great idea if you kind of just throw in some of that strumming pattern, the muting of the strings. So make it your own, but I think it's fun. I had a good time doing this, so hopefully you dug it. See you guys on the next video. Take care. What's up, gang? Richie, 6-String Fun. Thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. Going back to, I think, 1987 on this one. I believe I was a freshman. I want to say freshman in high school, maybe sophomore, but I'm pretty sure I was a freshman. Um, had to be the most popular album of the year, not only where I was in New Jersey, but just nationwide. Could have been worldwide because I think they went on a huge tour after that. But we're going to look at Hysteria by Def Leppard off of the Hysteria album. Some great tunes off of that album, in my opinion, and I think they kind of stood the test of time because I think they're still good today. Just my opinion. Don't want to say I was a huge Def Leppard fan, but definitely like their music, and I think this song really shows them as pretty decent songwriters, in my opinion. So we're gonna get into this one. We're just gonna do a basic acoustic breakdown of this. I'm not gonna walk you through. I mean, I can if there's enough people that have an interest in it, I'll do a separate video on that. But I just want to kind of keep it simple to the chords. The chords we're gonna use are D, G, E minor, and then maybe a variation of the D chord with the C add 9 as well. So we'll get into it. It's pretty straightforward. We're going to keep it simple. Before we get into it, if you haven't done so, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. You'll be notified every time something new comes out from the channel. So let's get into this one, Def Leppard, Hysteria. All right, gang, let's take a look at this one, Hysteria by Def Leppard. I believe it's 1987. Really was a pretty solid album, in my opinion, but we're going to just do a campfire version of this, just a couple chords for the most part. I told you, if you guys want to see the intro, I can do that for you. But real quick, I think this is the intro. We're going to try that one more time because I'm not prepared for this one. Changing that bass note. Like an E minor. Back to that G. And it follows the basic chords of the song, which we'll get into right now, which is a D. So listen to that pattern in your head, accompany with these chords. So that intro, D to a G to an E minor. I'm not sure if it's gonna be an open E minor like this, or if we're gonna just kind of keep our fingers here. We're gonna go back and forth. I feel like that might be the better way to play it. To the G, back to the D. So come up with the rhythm pattern that works for you. What am I doing here for that intro, which is also going to be the verse? I'm just playing a D, playing a G, and I'm going to this E minor, and I don't know the exact name of it, but I'm using these. I got my two fingers on the third fret of the first and second string. So instead of playing, and you can play the E minor like this too. I'm just kind of using what I've got in place there already. Back to the G, back to the D, all together. And I'm just adding my pinky to the first string of the third fret, just to give it kind of melody. E minor, G, D. If you want, walk that bass line. 3, 2, open, right into that E minor. You can play it right, like I'm trying to do. To the G. Back to the D. All right, so you've got that. The pre-chorus, we're gonna go to a D. Gotta know tonight. So D, the D sus4, we're at the pinky there. To a C add 9. I like keeping that open that first string open. So, and I just arpeggiate the first couple strings. change it up. So it's going to be D, D sus4, C add 9, 3 times around. The 4th time, we're going to go to the C add 9, G to the D. So I'm going to play just the last part of the C, the first, watch. One more. Change it up. C add 9. To the chorus. So to E minor. To a C. There might even be a G in that bass line. It just C is easier for me. D for 2 measures. Hysteria when you're near. And that right there for campfire version, I think you got all of Hysteria if you want it. So we did the intro, we did the verse, we did the chorus, we did the pre-chorus. And again, there's a break, there's a solo, but we're not really going to get into that. Again, if you're doing solo, you don't need to. But just watch your dynamics with what you're playing, because you can, just doing it solo, you can strum it. You can just, and you can, like, I'm just trying to, you know, pick it. Right, so make it your own, but that's the basic structure, I think, for this tune. So enjoy it, have fun with it. I think it lends itself very well to a solo acoustic or a duo type of setting. So give it a shot. Hopefully helped you out. Any requests, let me know. And if you really want me to kind of do the intro, I can break it down for you. It's not that difficult, it's just the time. Right, so I think you can do that. So have fun with it. I'll see you on the next video. Later. What's up, everyone? This is Richie, and you are watching Six String Fun, so thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. We're going to jump into one of my favorite albums from the 80s, definitely one of my favorite Van Halen albums. We're going to go to the Hagar era for this one, and we're going to go to the album 5150 with their first single, I guess, which was with Hagar, which is Why Can't This Be Love? So, you hear it's more, sometimes you think it's more of a keyboard song. We're going to kind of just strip it down to a acoustic guitar arrangement. So not in this lesson, we're not going to do a solo. We're not going to kind of do, that whole kind of breakdown, I think, before and after the solo. We're going to keep it pretty simple. And when you do that, it actually lends itself well to the acoustic guitar. So we got some bar chords involved, so get ready for that. But for the most part, we got C, A minor, we've got F, we've got G, you've got an E in there, so and it kind of jumps around. So you'll see what we're doing here. But we're going to keep it simple. Again, I'm in standard tuning for this one. So let's take a look at this one, Van Halen, Why Can't This Be Love? Okay, so let's jump right into this one, Why Can't This Be Love, Van Halen. So it comes in on this little riff here. So we're going to go from this riff, goes right to the C chord. So what I'm doing here, I'm going on the 5th string from the 2nd fret to the 3rd. And it's really 2, 3, 2 to the C chord. And this intro, it's going to be C to an A minor, to an F, to a G, to a C. So let's put this together. Now, it does repeat after that, and typically what you want to do is you want to start on the C again. What's going to happen is so we go from the C, A minor, F, G, back to the C. And that C is kind of your anchor between going around the second time, because instead of starting at the C again, you're going right back to the A minor for your start, but the progression will stay the same. A minor. All right, so that's your intro, and that'll also be the chorus, I believe, for the most part. Verse, you're going to kick in with the D chord on the verse here. Here it comes to A minor. A funny feeling again, winding me to the F chord, to the G chord, to the E chord. And then what I do is there's kind of like a bass move in there or something. I don't know what it is, if it's on the keyboards or the bass or even the guitar. I'm going to play the E chord, and my thumb is going to come over and catch the first fret of the 6th. So that's kind of how I kind of just bring the thumb over and I catch that 6th string on that first fret, okay? And then from there, the verse is going to continue, and we're going to go to a pre-chorus. Another bar chord, we're going to the B flat. No, I can't recall. And then we're going to go to the F, to the G. No, we're going to go, excuse me, B flat, to the F, to an E flat, to the E up, to the F up here, to the G, which is going to take us to the chorus. All right, so that pre-chorus, if we want to call it. No, I can't recall anything right back to the chorus. For the most part, for this arrangement, for this song, that's everything. Like I said, we're not doing the solo. We're not going to do the keyboard piece of it, you know, that breakdown as well, because this is more geared towards campfire, solo, acoustic. So you don't need it, which obviously cuts the song down in time, but you can kind of just go around as many times as you need to if you're playing live. So again, we did the intro, which is really the chorus. We've got the verse. We did the pre-chorus, and we did the chorus again, which kind of take it out for the most part. And then to take it out, only 3 chords are going to repeat at the end. No, tell me why. Can't this be love? Got to know why. So just the C, the F, and the G that are kind of repeated on as many times as you need to on the way out. So that'll take you through the song as far as an acoustic version of it goes. It's fun. I think it'll go over well if you're playing solo or in a duo. Have fun with it. Again, if you haven't done so, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Every time we've got a new lesson come out, you will be notified of it. So thanks very much, folks. I will see you soon. Later.